The future of video marketing for your business is here. The fancy equipment and cameras have been replaced by smartphones. The big post-production and editing teams are now made up of remote talent and AI. Wait, what? And the outdated video strategies or outsourcing all your video work to a marketing agency has been replaced by more authentic, value-added content that you can make internally within your own business. Yeah, well, you know what you can't do with all that stuff is get crazy cool aerial shots from the drone that we brought. Actually, with Sora now, the new Open AI software, we can use text to video to get any shot that we want in a matter of seconds. Right, yeah. Okay, give me a shot of a cliff with waves crashing into it, the crashing blue water creating these beautiful white-tipped waves, while the golden light of the sunlight setting illuminates the rocky shores. Oh, and a small island with a lighthouse in the distance, with green shrubbery that covers the cliffs. Yep, we're done. In this video, I'm going to show you how successful modern day B2B companies are leveraging the right equipment, software, and strategies to grow their business with video. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you the blueprint on how to turn video content into a 24/7 sales rep for your business. This is the present and the future of video marketing. Let's get into it. So let's start with the technology and software aspect of video marketing that I think is very much becoming the now, but also is definitely going to be the future. And you've seen it change a lot over the past year, year and a half. But if you look at even now, every single month, it's getting crazier, crazier, and crazier, and new things are coming out to where it makes you think differently about video marketing and content and social media, but it's also so crazy, it makes you think differently about the world, just how we interact as human beings. And just take Sora, for example. So Open AI releases this text to video tool now. So in the past, we were using things like ChatGPT for text, written words. Then we had DALL-E and other platforms where we can now do text to picture. I even have a couple pieces of artwork in my house that were created by AI, where all I did was type in the text and say, this is what I want. It spit back something out. I had to make some revisions and say, hey, change this, tweak this a little bit, do this instead of that. And out came this piece of art. But we always knew the next level to this was video. So just like I showed you in the intro of this video, that is a very real prompt that is being typed into this system, this tool. And out the other side, you're getting video. Now, does this replace real human beings from getting on camera and talking about the things that matter to their customers, educating, edutaining, inspiring people? Of course not. I think where a lot of this technology disrupts right now is if you were going to hire a video production company to come out and get a lot of this B-roll or these cool drone shots and things like that, a lot of that stuff's going to be eliminated because you can now do this from the comfort of your own home with your fingertips on a keyboard. And yes, I have played around and even posted videos where I generated myself as an AI avatar. I typed in the script what I wanted it to say, and it created a video. So that technology in itself is going to evolve quite a bit over the next couple of years, no doubt about it. Now, with a lot of this too, there's security concerns, there's privacy, there's copywriting. So it's not like you're going to be able to type in, hey, create me this avatar of this famous person telling the public to do X, Y, and Z. I think they're going to have to carefully look at how that's regulated. But in the meantime, if we can generate images, B-roll, stock footage, help create better video scripts, titles, there's just a lot that we can do with AI. And the crazy part is we're just at the tip of the iceberg. We're also seeing in the video production space the emergence of technologies and tools like OpusClip, where you can take long form videos, drag the file into this tool, and it automatically curates the content. Like let's say, for example, you plugged in a podcast or a long form YouTube video, it will use AI to find the best moments in those videos, trim those clips up into 60-second clips, let's say, for example, edit the clips, and then all you got to do is go in there and if you want to edit some things, you can, and then just download the video and it's ready to post. And I've been watching these tools for a little while now, for the past couple of years, and I've watched them get better and better and better. Now, again, do they replace the human being right this second? No, but what it does allow a human being to do is instead of having to do all of this work from a post-production standpoint, now we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 AI-based tools we can use to where we've now taken the job from 10 hours down to 3 or 4 hours. Or maybe it's still 10 hours, but we're allowed to use much more creativity and storytelling to increase the performance of the video because we don't have to do the mundane type of stuff that we had to do before that AI can now do. Descript is another great example where you can plug in a video here, it instantly transcribes it. Sure, that's technology that's been out for a while. It does the auto captions, but it even does cool things like if you remove text from the video, it also removes it from the video. You can go through the entire video in a matter of seconds and remove all of your ums, ahs, awkward pauses, space between the next sentences. It just does that for you. And now with the use of AI and voice, if you missed a line, if you forgot to say something, you'd have to go back, record that, plug it in, do all this work. With something like Descript, you can record your voice and then you can add the line that you forgot to say back in the actual video and it will sound just like you. And of course, I can't forget ChatGPT and some of those common tools that were basically the front lines of AI in terms of how we used it in content and marketing because they're so effective. Whether it's writing copy, doing blog posts, taking a long form video and like this here and transforming it into a blog post, a newsletter, micro video content or scripts or whatever it might be. It's great for analyzing data. We can say, look at the hooks of these 10 videos or the titles of these 20 YouTube videos. These are the highest performing videos that we did a search by. Why are they the highest performing videos? What do they have in common? How can I replicate more of these titles or hooks? There's just an endless possibility of things we can do with AI now. Again, it started written and visual, just now it's starting to seep in more to the video aspect of things. Now, I still believe in having a video editor. I have one on staff that does basically all my videos, but we use AI in every aspect of the process now. That wasn't the case when I first started making videos. So what you'll see happen with the video editor role is they will start to move into more of a creative director role, where they'll still be doing some of the editing for now, but as this software gets better, their job is to manage the tools and to creatively direct, hey, I want this done here. Here's a good prompt for this. I want you to create a template like this. I want you to create the visuals like this. They'll be more of the prompt engineer, the creative director, versus the I'm doing 100% video editing. We're already starting to see this play out, but that's the future of video editing. So let's now move on to video equipment. And good news here, your 7 to 8 figure business now has the same advantages in video marketing that the $1 billion companies do. Because guess what's winning on video right now? Video from your smartphone, the more authentic stuff, the edutainment, the stuff that doesn't require tens of thousands of dollars to create and $1 million budget behind it to post-produce it. All of the data supports this. And if you yourself look at the social media feeds and where you consume content, the highest performing videos consistently, month after month, year after year, are not overly produced. They're not overly polished. They're typically shot from smartphones or simple cameras, but they're just really well done and they've got creativity infused inside them and something I call edutainment, which we're going to talk about more here in a second. So from a visual standpoint, smartphones, perfectly good. You can go selfie mode. You can also use something like this, which is a mirror that basically plugs onto your tripod so you can use the front side of your camera. That's why most people go selfie mode, because you can't see yourself if you use the front side, which is the better camera typically on any of these smartphones, but it's hard to do that because you can't see yourself. So you go selfie mode instead because you can see if you're in the frame, how you look, that kind of stuff. That mirror solves that problem. Now there's also DSLRs and mirrorless cameras. I'm not against those. I just think the better that these get, the more obsolete those become. That being said, I'm filming on one right now. It's a Sony ZV-1 and I like it because of the ease of setup. I built this little mini studio that was not high cost or high production. There's a couple key lights. There's a stand, the mic, the background. I hit the on button on a few things and I'm ready to record. But for 90% of my videos, and especially my short form verticals, and even some of my long form videos, they're shot on my smartphone. And when it comes to mics, the simplicity of the technology now is so great. Like this one literally just plugs in and it's ready to go. For the audio, when I'm shooting on my smartphone, I'll use something like the Movo or the Comica mic, where it literally just plugs into the bottom of my phone. I have the mic run up through my shirt. It's a wireless mic. It plugs on right here. I hit record on my phone, and I'm in business. And then from a behind the scenes standpoint, even the workflow and processes are simple. You can use a simple Trello board or Airtable. You mix in a little bit of Zapier, you automate some of the processes and systems, and it costs you virtually nothing. So I think a lot of people, they make the mistake where they hire this big production company or this marketing agency because they think, oh my gosh, this process has got to be so confusing and crazy behind the scenes, and you got to shoot the videos, but then the behind the scenes work is crazy. And then you realize, actually it's not. You need a solid strategy, workflow, system, process, all that stuff. But once you got it set up, it's actually very simple. So we've covered the technology, the software, and even the equipment now, but what about the strategies? What is the future of video marketing as it relates to strategies? What are we seeing working now and really going to dominate the next few years? And what are the things that honestly you just shouldn't be doing anymore? Now, one of the most disruptive things and one of the most important moves from a macro big picture level that you're going to see companies already starting to do, but definitely is going to be a big part of the future of video marketing, is they're building their own internal content teams. Why are they doing this and why will they continue to do this? It's more cost effective long term. Think about it. If you build it internally, and I don't mean hiring a bunch of W-2 employees and building out this big expensive team. I'm saying leveraging talent abroad, leveraging flexible on-demand experts, leveraging some of the things that you can do internal with employees that you already have. It doesn't take dozens and dozens of people. It just takes a few key strategic moves. And we've done it ourselves. So we know this, we live this. So it's more cost effective long-term versus paying some marketing company, forever for all the content you ever do. You just don't need to do that anymore. Secondly, as we just talked about, you've got the technology, you've got the software, you've got the equipment. Everything is at your fingertips now. You don't need all these other companies to come in and do all this work for you. And last but not least, the effectiveness. Your ability to be able to create content on demand inside of your own company on the most important and relevant things to your customers that you're trying to attract is not going to be done better than some outsourced company is going to do for you, where they've got dozens of other clients that they're trying to create content for too. The sheer speed and quality of it gets diminished when everything is outsourced. Imagine you're on a call with an employee or someone that you're working with and you thought of an idea, or you're on a discovery call with the client and they ask you a question that keeps coming up and you're saying, let's film a quick video on this. All we need is our smartphones. All we need is a simple mic. We've got an editor that we strategically outsourced abroad, so it's not costing us an arm and a leg. And boom, we're creating high quality videos. Now, of course, if you don't know how to put together a strategy and some of the workflows and processes and systems, then of course, hire somebody to teach you that, to build that out for you. That's something that we do at my company, Impacts Marketing. But once you have things built out, a lot of the work can be done internally and with you and your team. Then it just becomes about, how do we take it to the next level? What's the next level? Next level, next level. But you've got that foundation built inside. So you don't need all these marketing agencies to do all this different stuff for you, because you've realized that you can do it yourself. So that's kind of the high level macro of what companies are going to be doing and are already doing. To get a little bit more micro and on the strategy level of like, hey, let's implement something here. What are the things that companies are going to be implementing in terms of video strategies to be successful over the next several years in order to win clients, create demand for their business, grow their brand, is more and more companies are going to start to implement the video sales rep strategy. And all this is turning your video content into a 24/7 sales rep for your business. Now, why is this going to be more and more important, and why are more companies starting to do this? For a couple different reasons. One, you don't want to have to be present for every interaction that a customer has throughout the customer buyer journey. As I'm making this video right now, as you're watching this video right now, what do you think I'm doing right now? Do you think I'm sitting here recording? No, I'm doing something else. I'm probably with my family. I'm with a client. I'm working out. I'm doing something else right now as you sit here and watch this video. So essentially, it's me here. You're watching me, right? But I'm not really here, because I already recorded this. This has already been uploaded, and this will be watched for months and years to come. LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, they're more feed-based platforms, so it's a little bit different, but there's a strategy to have that selling for you 24/7. And by selling, let me just clarify, I don't mean pitching your products and services nonstop. I mean providing value-based content that creates a demand for your products and services and your business and gets people to want to buy. To me, that's the modern day salesperson. They bring value to the marketplace. They bring their insights, and they're really more of a trusted guide or partner versus a straight up, here's my sales pitch, here's my product, here's my service, because that's not going to work in content. We all know that. But think about this. After you watch this video, maybe you watch a few more videos, maybe you go to my website. What are you going to see there? You're going to see me again on video, being part of the customer buyer journey, where I'm going to talk through things like pricing. What drives price up and down? Who are we right for? Who are we wrong for? These are things that you would have to have done in person that you can now do on video. So it's beneficial for us, the business, but it's also the way customers are buying now. That has completely changed. And this trajectory is only going to go up, where customers are now self-educating more than they ever have before. They're consuming content more than they ever have before. They're using search tools. They're using AI to find things and to learn about things that they want to be educated on, including products and services that they want to buy. So if you're showing up there consistently with video, it's like you replicating yourself all across the world, and you ain't got to be there. Now, the video sales rep strategy involves me going through some detail and explaining this and how this works. It's simple, but obviously you've got to build it out, right? It doesn't happen 3 days later. But what I did for you, and my promise that I made in the beginning of this video, is I created a video series called the Video Sales Rep Series, where I walk you through each video on how to actually build this out and implement this in your business. So that is in the description of this video. So definitely go check that out. And another really important change, and I would call it a trend, but I would almost call it an essential now in video marketing moving forward, is the emergence of edutainment. If you've seen my videos, you know I talk about that a lot. I teach that. It is combining an educational message with entertainment. I've created hundreds of videos like this, and it's literally transformed my entire business. Dollar Shave Club is a good example of a brand that you would probably know. They spent around $4,500 on a video. It took them an hour or two to shoot, and it put them on the scene and helped them dominate the entire razor blade industry. They didn't just educate, they didn't just make you aware, they entertained as they taught you something, as they made you aware, as they inspired you to think differently about the problem that you were trying to solve, or a solution that you didn't even know was out there that you want. This is the now and the future of video and social media marketing. It's faster, less costly, more creative and edutaining, more humor and emotion, and way more effective. And any business can do it. Okay, so if you've gotten this far and you've gotten value out of this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, because that allows me to continue to put out videos just like this, where you get a ton of value from and you learn from and you're able to go implement to help grow your business through video and social media. Also, don't forget to check out that video sales rep series. It is in the description below. It's absolutely free, so get signed up for that. And as always, thank you for being here. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one.